When it comes to transparency and responding to RTI queries on the funds collected and spent by the PM CARES Fund, the Prime Minister's Office or PMO repeatedly refuses information on grounds that PM CARES is not a public authority but a public charitable trust and so does not come under RTI. But when it comes to using government machinery to collect funds for PM CARES, the PMO has left no stone unturned. A series of RTIs filed by transparency activist Commodore Lokesh Batra with Indian embassies and high commissions in 27 countries reveal that all of them publicized PM CARES on their websites and social media platforms. The list includes embassies in several major countries such as England, USA, China, Japan, Korea, Germany, France, Sweden, even Pakistan. On 30th March 2020, PM Modi held a video conference focused on COVID-19 with the heads of Indian embassies across the world. The Ministry of External Affairs in its press release said at this meeting, the PM advised heads of mission to suitably publicize PM CARES Fund, a public charitable trust, to mobilize donations from abroad. Do note that PM Modi is the chairman of the PM CARES. RTI replies show that following the PM's advice, all these 27 embassies did publicize PM CARES on their websites and social media platforms. Some even shared the names of donors who responded. But the fact is, India's embassies are not expected to do publicity for charitable trusts. Here are details from the RTI reply given by the Indian Embassy in Qatar, and I quote, PM CARES Fund was publicized through mission's website and through community organizations registered with the embassy, unquote. It also said that 2 companies based in Qatar and 22 embassy staff members had donated to PM CARES. They did not share the amount donated. The Indian Embassy in Japan revealed that it circulated information on PM CARES with 45 listed Indian associations in Japan and also publicized PM CARES on the embassy website. The embassy also mentioned that a multinational Japanese company, NISSEI ASB Machine Co. Limited, was keen to donate to PM CARES. Now, NISSEI ASB has a branch in Maharashtra. The Quint has accessed a letter dated 16 April 2020 written by a general manager at NISSEI ASB to a Ministry of External Affairs official offering to help to COVID-hit people in India, saying, and I quote, "We would like to support such people, provide daily commodities such as food and water," unquote. But also hear this line from the letter, and I quote, "In addition, our Indian factory has got approval for restarting production activity in Maharashtra yesterday. We deeply appreciate your support and efforts for this matter again," unquote. Is there a connection here between NISSEI's offer to contribute to PM CARES and the approval given to their factory to restart? We wrote to their general manager who confirmed that NISSEI did donate to PM CARES, saying, and I quote, "We made this donation to the Government of India through PM CARES to provide relief to those who are underprivileged and suffering from this pandemic. We have no more comments," unquote. But the reply is interestingly worded. The general manager sees the donation to PM CARES as a donation to the Government of India and not to a charitable trust. And that's the point we have been making, since several donors naturally see a donation to PM CARES as a donation to the Indian government. Should it not come under RTI and be open to public scrutiny? Next, look at the RTI response from the Indian Embassy in China, which says, and I quote, "Information on PM CARES Fund was disseminated on the mission's social media accounts, platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and the embassy website," unquote. RTI shows that information about PM CARES was shared by the Indian Embassy even via Chinese apps, which are now banned in India, such as WeChat and Weibo. India's High Commission in Pakistan also replied to the RTI query, saying that it did communicate messages related to the PM CARES Fund, but added that no private individuals, organizations or NRIs were contacted for donation. RTI replies show that even the Ministry of External Affairs did send communications on publicizing the PM CARES Fund to the heads of embassies and commissions worldwide through a closed channel, not in public domain. Now here's another key point. When COVID was at its peak in India on 29 September 2020, the amended Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Act or FCRA was made effective. The government's stated aim was to amend FCRA, make it more stringent and bring in more transparency, control and accountability. The government had also asserted over time that some NGOs were allegedly misusing foreign funding, hence the FCRA amendment was required. Being a public charitable trust that has received foreign funds, PM CARES should also come under the FCRA Act, but it has been exempted by the Finance Ministry. Why? No one knows, because the Finance Ministry has simply refused to share such information under RTI. This leaves us with some key questions. Thanks to India's embassies globally, PM CARES has received substantial foreign funding. Shouldn't this funding be audited, and shouldn't this audit report be made public? Would our Ministry of External Affairs ask our embassies abroad to give publicity to any other charitable trust? Surely not. So why was this done for PM CARES? Finally, like any other charitable trust, is it not possible that PM CARES Fund could be misused? The PM heads several schemes and funds that are routinely audited. So why not PM CARES?